Episode 56, Radical Friendship, Connection as an Act of Courage. Some words arrive so gently we forget how radical they are. Friend, for instance, soft on the tongue, familiar, almost ordinary. But in a world that rewards distance, self-reliance, and polished exteriors, being a true friend becomes something else entirely. Something bold, something that resists the idea that closeness is weakness. Bell Hooks once wrote that friendship could be political. Not in the sense of parties or platforms, but in how we choose each day to care, to show up, to soften in a culture that tells us to harden, to listen when we have nothing to gain. Peace, too, begins there. Not in sweeping declarations, but in the smallest pause. Asking instead of assuming, staying even when it would be easier to turn away, caring with no performance in hand. Friendship isn't only a feeling, it's a verb, a rhythm we can learn, an offering we practice in tone, timing, and truth. We're often taught that needing people is dangerous. The strongest ones stand alone, that vulnerability is too much. But unlearning is always possible. We can learn to say, "I'd love your company," and mean it, without shame, without fear. And so much shifts when we do. We stop confusing silence for strength. We stop mistaking self-containment for selfhood. We begin to realize that healing doesn't happen in isolation. It happens when someone says, "I see you," and we let ourselves believe it. So maybe today you ask yourself, what kind of friend am I when I'm not performing? Where does care live in my actions, not just my words? What walls have I called boundaries? And are they still protecting anything real? Who do I wish to be seen by? And what part of me wants to be known? These are not questions for fixing. They are invitations to presence. Because radical friendship isn't about always knowing what to say. It's about saying, "I'm here," and meaning it. Even quietly, even imperfectly, even now.